Let's play darts. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, not sure what happened with that first one, but we'll take it because it's a 50. Many worse scores on this hockey that you will have seen opening up proceedings. But today, we're going to do something called darts. Better than that, hopefully. We're going to try and get better at this game. Today, what I'm going to show you is a little clip from my podcast / video training with Daniel from Straight to the Point. We're going to be talking about follow through, my aims for this month and going forward, and how to get better at that. And this clip is good because it's very generic. It's for everybody to hear. It's not about me, it's about you. So let's get going. Let's play that clip.
This is a false issue. You're keeping the wrist and the fingers moving whilst getting gradually quicker. So if you look at players like Dave Chisnell or Johnny Clayton or Barneveld, Lisa Ashton, none of them do this. And they're all very good at darts. And if you go to any local darts tournament, you'll see lots of amateurs doing this. And they're not good at darts because they think they're following through. They're not actually following through. Yeah? Technically, this is still a follow through. Right? This is what I do when I throw the dart. It's a flick and a fall. But if I just flick, so I'll try not to use my push my hand. I won't move my control. I'll work as hard as I can to keep it still. That is still technically a follow through, as long as I'm getting gradually quicker. There we go. It took me a while to get them straight. It's harder to keep them straight. The arm extension helps with most players. Not all of them. If you tell Raymond van Barneveld to do this, he's not going to get better. I promise you. But it's a bit harder to keep straight. But when you start fighting, it only took me 2 darts to get back in the treble 20.
Wow.
Because I'm still following through. It's still a follow through there. It's just a little bit harder for most players. But people work so hard on doing this that they miss the most important part, which is this.
Yeah.
Right, let's throw a few darts. Get warmed up. So, as you just saw there in that video around follow through and how to get better at it, it's key there where the key is not to think of follow through as your hand and where it ends up. Okay? It's actually more about your hand print and where your hand starts and where your hand's releasing and pushing through, which is the follow through part, but maintaining the shape of your hand. So as I hold the dart like this basically, so as I'm throwing, I want to, as it's leaving, I don't really want to be twisting my hand, moving my hand, doing anything to that dart that's going to change its direction. And I think traditionally when I first started, I was doing this. I was trying to get follow through. So I'm pushing my hand through like this. So slow motion, I'm twisting my hand. I'm turning and rotating my wrist. And therefore the dart would not do what I wanted to do. Because I saw the professionals, and I'm sure a lot of beginners are like this, where you see the professionals and they're throwing like this, right? Most of them. And you're like, right, I need to finish like this every time. And that's what I was trying to do. Follow through is not just doing that motion, it's the motion, it's actually the release from the wrists and the fingers and maintaining that shape and speeding up, as Daniel explained perfectly, because I guess he knows what he's talking about. So it's best to listen to him than me. But that's what I've gathered from it, and that's what I'm trying to do. And since then, I've definitely improved. I have improved. You may find that hard to believe, but I would put that down to being a significant part of my development has been because of that. Now, look, there's a long way to go. I need to work on it. But when I do work on it and I get results, they're very positive. So I'm really pleased with that, but I need to focus on it more. Wow, look at those. That was aimed at treble 20. We've got work to do, guys. We have a huge amount of work to do. And that's what this year's for, is to get better at this. Right, come on. Ooh, a little bit better, a little bit close together. Now today, we're going to play singles. Go singles around this clock. We're going to do the dart counter game. It's a classic. It's what I've been doing pretty much every day as part of my training. Basically what I do is normally, I'll throw a load of 20s. And then when I feel comfortable, and normally if I can, I'll try and use the scoring app. And if I can hit 60 scoring on the 20s or close to it, I'll drop down to 19s, I'll do the same. So I'll throw 10 lots of 3 darts. The 20s, the 19s, and when I'm scoring okay, I'll move on and I'll throw a load at 16s, double 16, which is my preferred, then double 4, which is my weakness, and then tops. And then after that, I'll play normally the 1-2-1 checkout game to try and check out 121 in 9 darts. And then I'll play Bob's 27 or doubles round the clock or something like that. That's what I'm normally doing. So singles training for me is meat and drink. Let's drop down to 19s. Ooh, not so good. Now when it comes to the singles game, I like to have targets. So for those who haven't played there, we go around the clock on singles. You get more points hitting trebles and doubles, and you rack up a score. You've got to throw at ball. So 21 lots of 3 darts. And then, yeah, you get scores. So 40 used to be my benchmark. Couldn't be below that or be shot. Now I have improved. I'm looking at 50. 50 or 45 is minimum. 50's solid. 60s, we're having a fantastic time here. So that will be the target today, is to get a minimum of 45. Right, let's throw a few more 19s. One thing that Daniel said, which is helpful, is that when you're throwing this, I'm trying to think almost of my shape, of maintaining the shape of my thumb. And the rest of the hand almost follows, but as long as that thumb is upright, as I'm following through, I do tend to throw better. Find just a little bit more consistency there. A little shaky today, little nerves. I know you're here, so I feel a bit nervous. A little bit of butterflies in the tummy there. A little butterfly. I hope you've enjoyed the Premier League opening. My goodness, what a match. Littler against MVG. I mean, highlight of the night for me. Fantastic, elite stuff there. Luke Humphries, unbelievable. For me, number one, his consistency is top notch. He's the one to beat, in my opinion. Littler on his day is absolutely phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but I still think because Humphries has been around so long, he almost deserves to be top of the mantle until Littler can really wrestle it from him. But from what I see, this is going to be hopefully a few years of a real battle between Humphries, Littler, and MVG. I'd love to see MVG maintain this. That would be fantastic. Right, let's go bull just for some grouping. Right, how are we looking on here? Shall we get going? Shall we play some singles round this clock? And what a fantastic music to my ears when I heard Wayne Mardle on commentary. Great to have him back. Absolutely top elite commentator across sport. For me, there's 3 things you've got to do, especially as a colour commentator. You've got to be entertaining. There's got to be some level of entertainment to keep people interested in the matches. You've got to talk about things that people wouldn't necessarily know sat at home. He does that. And the third is just for the elite commentators, when the big moments happen, will he perform? Will he match what you're seeing with your eyes? And look, the Can't Spake finals of him saying the Can't Spake after the 9 darters, nearly 2 9 darters, was unbelievable stuff. And that transcends darts. That's like mainstream. People know him for that, and good for him. Great to hear him back. Right, ball. And then we'll get going. Okay, that will do. Let's get going. Right. Okay, we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Right, so this is the game. We're going to try and hit single one. If we hit that treble, we get more points. Ooh, just the two there. A little bit distant from each other. Slight concern. Let's get them close together, hopefully. Right, number two. Poor. Better. Right, that will do a treble there. We've got a treble and a single. That's what we need to start notching up, is points like that. I'm always swayed on this game. I don't know whether to go, should I just be going for big fat singles just as training for like checkouts and stuff, or do I go for the points? And I think I've spoke about this before, but today we're going for the points. Pour that. Just the single there, not good enough. Sad to hear about Michael Smith as well, with he's having wrist problems from arthritis. That can't be fun, is it? I mean, the wrist is quite a key element of darts. I mean, that's some little science there, little sports science there. But hopefully he can get back into it, because he's just a one-off for me. Like, the speed that he throws is quite staggering. Right, we're on 4. Are we on 4-3? I hope we're on 4. Yeah, we're on 4, guys. Right, 3 singles. We'll take that. Yeah, I think it was my last video. We did a checkout game. I think we were trying to check out 40. I hit a 1 and then a 19, and I could have hit a double 10, and I just moved on and said I was bust. That is key for me, isn't it, really, is I've got to use my brain more. The small brain, I don't know if you knew this, but my brain is probably the size of a small swan in terms of capacity. So I struggle with things that you have to use your brain for. And one of them is just remembering checkouts, remembering what I'm doing. And then if you talk about maths around checkouts, this is going to be a long haul. This is going to take me a long time to get this. The number of comments I get saying, oh, you should have gone this route, you should have gone this route. Trust me, I'll get it. I do know. Struggling big time with it. And the best advice I get is watch matches, but don't just watch them, because I just watched them. I didn't really look at, I saw what they got left. I'd look at the bar next to it about what they'd have to get, but none of it was computing in my head. So I almost need to watch a match, and then when they get to checkout ranges, say, right, in my head, what would I do here? What does he need there? What does she need there? I need to do that more. And obviously just playing and doing the maths is going to be helpful, isn't it? Right, 6. We need to hit some trebles here. Ooh, 2 singles. Not so bad though, not so bad. Right, on to 7. I like 7. Three singles, that's good. If you forget about the points and you think more about, right, I need to hit singles to hit checkouts. Hitting 3 singles is much better than hitting 1 treble and the other 2 going all over the place. Right, 2 singles. Number 9. Oh. 1 good dart out of 3. Not playing well today. Not playing well yet, actually. Let's change that to yet. Got to remain positive. Frustration is not in my armory. It's been removed. Number 10. Oh, 0 there. Oh well, number 11. Persevere. Ooh, that's good. 3 good darts there. And we've got a treble there. 2 singles and a treble. That's the best sitting yet. And we've got to do well this month because February's a short month. We're already eaten into it. I never really know how many days in February. I mean, there's a song, isn't there? Like 31 has November, April, June, and November. That's completely wrong. There is a song like that. I can't ever remember it. You know what they should do? If you do, so they should have every month should be the same amount of days. Okay, and I understand that we're the year. I'm going to drop some science for you here, guys. We're the year because that's how long it takes the Earth to go around the sun, right? And that's that you appreciate all the 4 seasons, blah, blah, blah. 365 days. If you do 13 times 28, that's 364. So my proposal, hear me out, we have 13, we have an extra month. Maybe we can call it Dartsvember. Okay, or Dartsember, after December, okay? And every month of those 13 is 20, except that Dartsember, that'll have 29, 1 extra day, and that'll be the end of the year. And then it'll be even more exciting that we have 1 month that's got an extra day, and that may make New Year's Eve much better. So we have 13 months, 28, so I think that maths is right there. So there you go, there's another suggestion, okay? Another suggestion I'm trying to put out there. Just plant the seed and then hopefully we can get it through Congress. All right, number 12. Oh, that's unlucky that last one because the middle one was brilliant. Right, 13. Yes. Treble. Treble and a single. That's what you like to see, huh? Right, number 14. We're in 14? Yes, we are. Treble 14, important one. Oh, we'll take those. 2 singles and a treble. Racking up the points now. Racking up those points. We're heading into the right direction. Let's maintain this. 15. Lovely. Lovely. Just the way, you know, when you feel it, you feel like the technique you've just done is everything you're trying to do. Those 2 there. What do we get? We got 3 singles. That's good. 16s. Oh, that's poor. Yeah, got that treble. Dug it out with a good dart. $17. Grouping, that's what we're talking about. Lovely grouping. You've got to love the grouping. If we do a Samson pull out, yes you can, sir. Look at that. Look at that. That's what we're after here. 18s. Oh, 2 terrible ones after that first one there. Wow, that wasn't good. Sometimes I think, oh, maybe I'll do something slightly different here in my throat. I just shouldn't do it when I'm actually playing something competitive. 19s. Just a single. Right, we're on 48, guys. So I've managed to get past the benchmark of an average or of an acceptable day. Now, if we can get past 50, we're cooking. We're cooking a good day, yeah? We had a good session on the oche. That's terrible. Right, we got that treble. That's helped a lot here. Leaving us 3 darts at bull. And with the score above 50, I can leave the oche with my head held high. Bull. Not great. We'll take that though. We'll take that as a session. Let's get those scores up. Confirmed. 52. Good little session on the oche. I haven't done singles training in a while. Let me know what you get on this game. What sort of scores you get. I'll be interested. And how do you play it? Do you play it just trying to hit singles, or do you go for those trebles as well? Not really sure which direction to go in, but we'll keep throwing, guys. And hopefully that video earlier was useful with your own game. And yeah, Godspeed to you all.